the bead on. Oh, I'll start the auction. I think this is so pretty with the black and the amber color on there. So pretty. So, anyways, thank you for looking at that. Okay, that ended. That's good. Let me see. Okay. This is an interesting leaf shape. Look how it's turned around like that. This is a Monet leaf, gold tone. It's heavy. There's his signature. It looks bigger than Monet, doesn't it? Nope, it's not. It's just written all in capitals. I have to learn more about his signatures when he used capitals and not. But look how it's twisted and the gold tone and it's twisted. And so, isn't that pretty? I have this listed for $11 and I'll start the auction. So, wonder how they got that to twist around the metal if they had to heat it. And there's my signature. Thank you for looking at that. Okay. This is pretty. This is a red um, enameled. Look how bright and shiny it is. Kind of cranberry red maple leaf. I know in Minnesota you have maple trees and they turn red like this. I love the red maple leaves that come out in the fall, which will be coming around soon. Faye, do you have you probably don't have maple trees in California, do you? Probably have palm trees. But isn't that pretty? Okay. Okay. Let me run that for 20 seconds. Okay, you want to look at the green bracelet? Well, there's three pieces to the green bracelet. And I've got it marked down a little bit because it's missing some rhinestones. I've got it marked down below half price. I can't believe how much this sells for. This is a, now I'll probably look and not see any rhinestones missing. This is a BSK piece, and it has the necklace. Here's the necklace. It has little green flowers, enameled leaves on there. And then it has the flowers in the center with the rhinestone in the center. So this is the necklace. Now I'm looking at the rhinestones that were missing were, and maybe there aren't any missing. Oh, they probably are. I just can't. Maybe they're on the bracelet. There. So that's the necklace, and it has a hook clasp. There, you see that? Set that down there. And then it has, here's the bracelet. Also has a hook clasp. Oh, it has a fold over clasp. And sometimes I look at pieces and I think I see missing rhinestones, and then I look at pieces and I don't think I see missing rhinestones. I can't tell if there's a piece there or not. Yeah, there's, no, I can't tell. It was sometimes when they put the foil backs in there, you can't tell, but there might be, I think there's one missing there. So there might be one more or two missing in here. This is missing some colors, Kathy, some rhinestones. So I marked it way below down. And there's a three-piece set. There's the bracelet, the necklace, and oh no, I don't have the earrings. There are matching earrings with it. Oh, here they are. And these are the matching earrings. Oh, I guess there aren't that many rhinestones missing out of it. I thought there were a lot more than that. So hard to tell with rhinestones. So I have it listed for, I'll start the auction, have it listed for $48. And there's a couple rhinestones that I saw that I showed you that were missing. Normally I don't list them, but I decided to list that because I found so many things I found today I was going to list and yesterday that were missing rhinestones. I just thought, maybe somebody will want to do this and save a lot of money. Isn't that pretty though? I just love the colors in there and the enameling. Oh, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. I'm going to show you a pretty necklace that I showed before. I showed my, those are so pretty. Thank you for looking at that. This, Kathy, is a glass necklace. Yeah, snooze, you lose. Sorry, Kathy, but I think Nancy brought all the good stuff. This is a glass necklace, but look at the stripes in here. Isn't that interesting? And it's an old necklace. Isn't that interesting? I thought that was absolutely fascinating. And it has a C clasp on it, and it starts out small, but I love the stripes inside the glass. That is so cool. So you probably know the name of the bead, and I don't know the name of the bead. So um, I had this little check piece, and I had, oh, this is my Juliana, and we spent a long time talking about, it does look like tiger stripes, doesn't it? Or tortoise stripes, somebody said too. This is the Juliana I had tonight, and I have the matching earrings for it. And so we spent maybe a half an hour talking about um, Juliana and how to find the figure eights and how to look for them and all that kind of stuff. So this is the Juliana that I have. If you want me to run anything or anybody else that's just come into the show, let me know. I'll be happy to do that. And here are the earrings that go with it. So I have the earrings and the matching brooch for Juliana. Isn't that pretty? So then we looked at this piece. Look at this piece. Now, doesn't that look like a Juliana after looking at the other piece? This is an Eisenberg, and it's actually marked Eisenberg in the back. And we talked a little bit about how Juliana D and E, how they design jewelry for so many other people. And so that sometimes you see the real similarities. They're not the same, but you see the similarities. But this even has the dome approach to it. So, and the ribbon on it and everything. So this is an Eisenhower piece. I'm sorry. So let's see. Okay. So that's let me show you this brooch. Look at this. This is made in Czechoslovakia. Do I have Austria? I bet I have that wrong now. Yeah, I think this piece is made in Austria. But look at it. And look at the color of the filigree beads around there. Isn't that beautiful? And then the topped by the I'm just amazed. I don't even want to talk. I just want to look at it. By the rhinestones on top of the gold filigree beads. Isn't that beautiful? Made in Austria. And here's the back. So it's just gorgeous. It's just beautiful. Reminds me a little bit of Schreiner because Schreiner and some of his pieces had this circle that went around it. And I don't remember what country he was from, but it has a circle that kind of goes around his stuff, and then he had the kind of that hook there on some of his pieces, not all of them, I think. But isn't that beautiful? So, anyways, okay, we have a few minutes left, and I have a few other pieces I can share with you. This is another made in Czech piece, I believe. I shouldn't say that out loud because I'm not sure, but I think it is. I have this listed for $54, and there's a shoe clip in this exact same pattern. Not the pattern, the shape is a little bit differently, but it sells for $210, and that's a shoe clip. And it's maybe not as long as this piece is, but it has the same leaves and the same kind of colors in it. So, is this what they call fruit salad? But this isn't missing any beads or anything. Look at how beautiful that is and how it shines. It is so pretty. So, anyways, I'll run this. I have it listed for $54. And here's the back. It's all open, as you can see. But I love this little leaf detail they have in there. That is so pretty how they have that in there. And the colors, the blues get me and the reds and the pinks get me. So it's so pretty. Well, thank you so much for looking at that beautiful piece of jewelry. Then I have this piece of jewelry. This is really a beautiful piece too. This is sterling silver, I believe. Let's see if I can find it. All right, now I can't find it. I have to go very slow through these. Oh, here it is. When you put it on a white background, it looks white, not silver like it should. This is, I believe it's sterling silver. I have this listed for $55. This is an antique, and it has the tube hinge on the back where it can be a brooch or a pendant, but it has the tube pin on the back. It took me a while how to figure out how to use this. You pull the tube out. Nope, that's not how you do it. I can't do it in the light. There, I did it. See, you pull the end of the tube out, and then you can take the pin out. I can't see now which side it comes out on. And then you put the pin back in, and you close the tube. And so that is a old tube mechanism that they used. It's a shell cameo. I don't know if you can see through it there. See if I lift up my camera. I'll go slowly. There, you can see it's a shell cameo. You can see the shell from the back. And here's the front of it again. I'll start the auction on this. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. It's the vintage jewelry and the antique jewelry just seemed, you can just see how much time and energy they put into all the details and everything there was to do. You can see all the detail they have in the and all of the pieces coming out of the center and the center ribbing they put in, and where the marcasites are placed. So pretty. And then this is the first piece of jewelry I ever had that had that tube on it. So, but I heard about it. So I know they're so well made. And to think that this is probably over 100 years old, you would think maybe. See, we're in 25, maybe, yeah, could be 100 years old, maybe 80 years old at least. So, um, the 857 in the corner of my screen is flashing at me. What does that mean? Oh, it means the bid is over. Oh, alrighty. I get it. Oh, okay. So also excuse me. I have my water here. I should drink it. I'll show you one more piece and then we'll be finished for the evening. And thank you all for coming into my show. Did I show you the second pair of Juliana earrings? I don't have these listed tonight. I showed Nancy and some people that were in the show. I found these in the Ann Pittman book, but I haven't found the reference number for them. So next week, I'll have them listed and I'll find the reference number. One of the things that I don't like to sell Juliana. Well, I've never sold any Juliana yet, but I would want to make sure people have the reference number. But I have to go to Is It Juliana? Oh no, I found these in the book. But I have to go to Is It Juliana website to be able to find the reference number. They don't have the reference number in the Ann Pittman book, which I wish they did. It would make life a little bit easier for us all. But yeah, aren't these incredible? So I'll have these listed next week. I'll find the reference number by them. These are clear, and under the light they look yellow, but they are clear as ice. They're just beautiful. So I'll have those next week. I have this brooch set. This will be the last piece I show for tonight. Let's see. Okay. This is a Judy Lee set. I have it listed for $22. Here is the pin. It's very pretty. And there's the back. It's in really good shape. And then I have the matching earrings. And I have them backwards and upside down. So I have this listed for, oh, it's over with already. You know, the auction starts without me even pushing the buttons sometimes. Now, that's happened a couple of times tonight. So that gets kind of confusing. Yeah, isn't that pretty? The gold tone, it really sets off the clear rhinestones. And the gold isn't as bright on here under these lights. So, and the clips work. And there's Judy Lee's signature. So there we go. My 9 o'clock is now flashing at me. And I didn't notice that all the other parts of the evening. That's really interesting, isn't it? Now the 9:01 is flashing. Okay. That's going to be very distracting for a person like me. So that flashing on and off, maybe it's time I have to leave. Yeah. Well, my show was scheduled for an hour and I've been on 1 hour and 3 minutes. So I'm wondering if that's doing it because I went past my time. So, anyways, that is the show for tonight. And I want to thank everybody for coming. And if you're on YouTube, please come back again. If you were here last week and wanted to say, no, I think I'm pretty finished. I'm tired too. Um, what was I going? Oh, and if you were the person here last week asking for the Christmas jewelry, I had a bunch of it listed for tonight, and I'll leave it in my store. So you can go in there and check it out if you want to. Just push this little store button down here on the bottom on your screen. It's right down here. It's right down here is where you push that little button and it'll show you everything in my store, and you can see the things that I had listed and all the things in there. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for coming to the show tonight. I really appreciate it. And the rest of the items I have, I will share with you next week, and I'll have some more new items to show you. And I might have a couple more pair of Juliana earrings by then to show you, and maybe a Juliana brooch. We'll have to see. So thank you so much. And Nancy, thank you so much for your purchases tonight. I appreciate it. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening. You're very much welcome. Thank you for coming. Good night.